Denny Wiggers, the expert gardener.
Okay, we're here in Teaneck, New Jersey. I just recently was contacted by a local resident in town, and his wife got a bad rash of poison ivy. So he's hired me to come out and deal with the situation. So the first thing we're going to look at is, what is poison ivy? Poison ivy is a vine similar to English ivy or several other type of ivies. It's a three-leaf plant, and it grows prevalent in the eastern United States all the way up to Canada, as far down into Florida, Mexico. It likes damper, not sunny areas and not shady areas, similar, some shade, some sun, and it just seems to thrive here in the Northeast, where we happen to be in New Jersey. Right over here I have a mixture, a plethora of different types of vines. I'm pointing right here, this is a poison ivy leaf, and right next to it is a different leaf. This has 5 leaves, this has three leaves on one stem. All poison ivy has 3 leaves, so when you're walking around your property and you see a viney plant like that or like that, you can always identify the poison ivy by the 3 leaves that it has. It usually has a little bit of a shine to it. Not bright, shiny, but there is a little bit of a shine. Sometimes it's a little hard to identify, but you always know it's poison ivy by the 3 leaves. In the fall, September, October, the poison ivy will turn to a reddish color, which I'll show you in a few minutes. And in this area, we have commingled, we have a vinca plant, we have different types of ivies in here, but we definitely have poison ivy, and I'm going to show you in a minute how we eradicate it. What is the best way to get rid of poison ivy? I recommend to completely remove the plant and the root out of the ground. Snipping the leaf or the branch of poison ivy is not going to help you. It's actually going to promote the growth of the poison ivy, and it'll spread quicker. We have to pull it out of the ground, completely eradicate it, because the roots in the ground are going to continue to spread, and we want to get that completely out. I am dressed up, it's a summer day, I'm dressed up with long sleeves, and I brought my gloves, and I have long pants. What you want to do is carefully pull it out and wash after you do the job. Use cold water and soap. If you use warm water, the pores in on your skin are going to open up, and it will cause the rash to actually spread quicker. I recommend after you do the job, you try to wash within 10 to 15 minutes, because it's the oil on the leaf that will spread and cause the rash. If your dog or your animal rubs up against it and rubs up against you, you possibly could get it. Do not burn poison ivy. The smoke will cause the rash if you walk into the smoke, and I recommend that you bag it. And I compost all my poison ivy after jobs, but I leave it in the bag for about 4 to 5 weeks, and then I compost it because I want the poison ivy to break down. Or you can put it into your regular garbage that the local town will pick up, and it goes to the landfill. But I'm a big composting guy, so I always bag it, leave it for a few weeks, and recycle it back into the environment. I don't like things that go into landfills, but for simple eradication, you want to put it in the bag, get rid of it, get it off your property. So I'm going to pull out this poison ivy here in a few minutes. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. And that's it. Let's get going. Now, in this area, we have a lot of different vines in here. We have different types of, this is a 5-leaf vine, but here we go. Here, this is the 3-leaf poison ivy. I'm trying to get that whole root out. There we go. Right over here we have this poison ivy. As you can see, it's just growing up the house. So what I want to do, we want to pull it off the house, but we want to eradicate it out of the ground. So let me see how we do here. See, this is coming off very easily, and we want to actually pull the root completely out of the ground. See, these roots, sometimes they go for several feet. We just pull this whole plant out. You can see these roots have been, the vines have been attached to the house, and they're spreading to give the more energy to create photosynthesis in the poison ivy vine. So we want to completely pull this out, pull it out of the ground as best we can. Like I said earlier, it's best to do it after a rainy day when the ground is very supple. When the ground is harder, the roots do not want to come out as easy. Or you can put a sprinkler in the area where you have it, which helps you eradicate this poison ivy out of you.